Dibby doo doo ba ba da, dibby doo doo ba 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 ba. There we go, got the camera position right. Welcome back to another The Epic Let's Play episode. This is Dragster25, and we are at episode 1. I know, what? Like, that's ridiculous. What's going on here? So basically, if you're new to the channel, I want you to watch this episode first. This is episode 1 to you. Um, and to everybody else, the 13 people that are subscribed, this is episode 11. I want you people to watch this episode first because we're doing a tour of everything else that we've done, and essentially the original episode 1, which you can still go and watch. It's at the bottom of the playlist, and episode 2 is the next one up from that, so forth. Um, it it was utter crap. I was learning how to make videos, and we don't like it, and I don't think a lot of other people did either, which is why I only have 13 subscribers, which I know all of them personally. Um, we do not normally do one cut takes, but I'm trying it out today because it's interesting and I'm out of time. There's our slime farm. It's probably the best view you'll get of it all episode. And what I did a little bit is that's normal acacia wood generation, and here is Dragster 25 acacia generation. So that's we're gonna take a quick look at that before we jump into the tour of today's episode. Um, for those who aren't aware, that little music by my voice at the beginning of this episode is how we start our episodes here. Um, it's just kind of something fun when I don't have an intro, and as we can clearly see, this forest already makes the my world more dangerous. This forest has not helped me out. I've kind of done a little bit of modifying to the forest in that I've only kept the taller trees that grew like 3 high and so forth. I chopped all the ones down, or most of them. We still got some growing in here that are at like eye level, which is okay. I'm gonna deal with that later, of course. I was mostly trying to get some saplings, which I have about 2.5 stacks worth, and I managed to get almost an entire chest of wood in the process. So we are fully stocked on wood at the moment, which is kind of amazing, and all of it's been done manually. I don't have a tree farm yet. That's coming soon. To begin our tour, we have the wall of items, and the first one is the villager breeder. So I've decided a bed would probably be the best way to go about it. I think that kind of represents a villager breeder fairly well. They're based on beds, and here is our first villager breeder. It's been updated since episode 1, but it's working great. We have 2 villagers inside there. As you can see, we have angry particles flying, because there is 3 villagers, 1, 2, 3, and only 3 beds in there. So they can't make any babies. We need to add a bed for that, and that's okay. The farm shut off for now, but we still have plans to need more villagers because there's an expansion for this villager trading hall that nobody really knows about. Of course, now everybody knows about it. And then next is our villager trading hall, and this started out in episode 2 as a 1-story build with nowhere near as many villagers as there are trading books, but we have all of them now, and that's good fun. This is my first like designer build that looks nice, which I am really proud of this build, and I'm also really proud of a lot of stuff we did because I've never done a bunch of stuff in Minecraft that I've done now because of the series. Episode 3, our first nether exploration. We found a couple blaze rods, died a whole bunch of times, but that's okay. Now we're rocking the good diamond gear now with an elytra, so it's all okay. We don't really need uh we're not gonna die that often anymore. Episode 4 was all the books, and that's our 40-minute episode, which if you care to watch that, be my guest, but I don't really expect too many of you to. I don't plan on having episodes like 40 minutes long traditionally. Occasionally you'll probably get one. But we got every single book, minus about 2. which I had, but they died. But we've got them back, so it's all okay. We have a whole bunch of mending books, and by that I mean like 6. That chest was full. We've used that many since then, but this and these farmer villagers down here, also around episode 3, 4-ish, we created our iron farm, which is over here, and these crop farms, which supply us with plenty of emeralds and plenty of iron. Uh, these crop farms are doing quite well for themselves, I think. I've learned a lot about crop building in that I've designed a new crop farm, but I'm not settled on the design. And a heads up of how much iron we're at almost a full chest of iron, which is amazing. Iron blocks, to be specific. Also down the pipeline is a better iron farm because we need at least a double chest, if not more. I'm going to find my bed because I do not like critters spawning in our forest at the moment. I need to light the place up better, but I don't have that kind of time for this episode. It's all okay though. Now, episode 5. What did we do episode 5? We went to the end in episode 5. It is way over there. You're gonna have to take my word for it. It's about a 2-minute walk, I believe. And I went back and got the egg. So that's kind of cool. I figured out that the slab method worked, and I also brought a Silk Touch pickaxe with me, which is this one. Ooh, I have it in my... I'll switch those. Yeah, that'll work better. Went and killed some things. We tried to find an elytra in episode 5. It didn't work out. Then in episode 6, we tried to find an elytra again. I ended up dying because I went back through the end, not the end portal, one of the end gateways, and it spat me back out in a block that let me fall into the void. So that was my fault for not understanding the mechanics. And what we have here is we have diorite, which is bird poop, and the notorious just ugly block, which basically just represents a big fat F. Or we have our uh, ender chest. Oh my god, I forgot what that was. We have our very first ender chest, like, that I've ever used and known how to use at the same time. This is a big difference. Last time I really played Minecraft, like, close to as much as I'm doing was when I was a kid about 9 years ago. So we have this or that, and maybe both. I'm gonna ask you in the comments to tell me what we want. Do we want the big fat F, or do we want the first ender chest? So tell me in the comments which item we should keep. Maybe we should just keep both. I'm not really sure. In episode 7, we went out about 3,000 blocks and found some of our nice beehives, which I realized later was completely unnecessary, but it was cool. We found our first jungle biome as well as some ice, which we haven't had before. So we have uh, this many beehives at the moment. There is my beehive factory, which I realize needs an update. If you space them out more, they'll grow beehives better. So this was mostly getting wood, and beehives was an afterthought. And then we've automated some farms along the way, like the pumpkin farm and the melon farm, which are doing pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's okay. As well as early game, we also built this this XP farm as well as 4 XP in a furnace, but now I've since converted it over to a bone meal farm, and it is slowly chugging out bone meal. But that is good. We need bone meal a lot. I've been using some of it to help grow our forest over there, and so that was kind of episode 7. Episode 7 is when the episodes start getting good. So if you want one to watch episode 7, I think episodes 8 better than that, and 9 and so forth. But episode 7 is kind of where the good starts, where I figure out what's going on. Episode 8, we have glorious gold, glorious gold. I keep wanting to say glorious, glorious gold. That's not what it is. It is gold, glorious gold, which is absolutely amazing. I went and picked up a block of gold earlier today. I'm actually gonna go show you that right now because I think it's just that cool. We also have some ender pearls to get up there. Weirdly enough, I don't believe in breaking bedrock, but I do believe in TNT duping. And I'll let that loud noise come out a little bit so we're not listening to it, and I can still talk. I like TNT duping, mostly because they don't have a dispenser that moves and sand is not renewable as current in the game. So as soon as they get those two things going on, I will not like TNT duping anymore. But until then, it is an excellent part of the game and I appreciate it very much. We have this nice gold farm up here, and it's going to take me a little bit to get to it. Here, let me eat a carrot, and I'll go the faster way up, which is chuck an ender pearl. Chuck an ender pearl. Chuck an ender pearl. That one's going all the way down. Shit. And now we're out of ender pearls. That's okay. I'll make it up eventually. I'll just have to keep talking. So yeah, like I said earlier, that there's a bunch of episodes that aren't really that great as I was just learning how to make episodes. So you're free to go watch those, but I'd really rather you stick around and watch the new content because that's what's good and that's what's gonna keep you coming back. And I kind of need more subscribers. The goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by summer, which means we have about 2 months, a little less now, I think, to get there, and that is a huge ask, I believe, if I know anything, but I have some things down the pipeline that should start getting people to show up, and that'll be nice and good. So this is our gold farm equipped with a fully auto sorting system, and we burn extra knives, or swords, they're gold swords, because I don't like using so much fuel to keep smelting them, and then we also burn the rotten flesh. And I don't know, I think a lot of people have probably seen how this works. If you don't, I believe there's a link in the description to this to Ilmango's design, and this is the farm. It looks pretty normal as far as gold farms go these days. This one's 2 years old, I believe. Maybe. And then I built this platform out to get the correct distance away and to be able to come here just on the dot, and sometimes that doesn't work out perfectly if I do it wrong. Loud noise, loud noise, loud noise. Just keep talking, just keep talking. That's not really how that works, is it? Just keep talking. And then episode 9, we were bathing in slime. That is our slime farm over there that I have already showed you. It's pretty cool. Episode 10, we are rocking our new look, our new skin. I got a new skin last episode, and I love it a lot more than the old one. Our beard pops out, our eyes are hidden just right. We're wearing a fancy suit, which I hate wearing in real life. That's a fun fact. Basically, this character is what I will not do in real life, which is I don't wear fancy clothes and I can't grow a beard. So, and I don't have awesome wings that let me fly. So that is the awesomeness of our skin at the moment. And what was I thinking? What was I thinking? So this is our tour. I've named our elytra for the last episode, going back just a little bit, rocking the new look. So that's going to end up there as soon as we get more elytra, which will happen the 2 episodes from now. It'll be episode 13. The tour. What? You know, I don't have a single item that I know I want to put there. So maybe that'll be the second comment. Tell me what item I should put for the tour. What thing? No, slime. You already have a place. You can't go there. Um, we're gonna. So we're gonna think. So Episode 1 plus 10. From now on, you're gonna have to add 10 to every episode because all of these first 10 episodes were have been deleted. I'll probably put question marks where their episode numbers are. I hope the talking in the background isn't overly loud. They're just gonna walk down the hall eventually. They'll disappear. So down the pipeline, next episode, we are building our first house, and it is going to be right here. Absolutely this spot right here. And I've built kind of a path over there, and the path kind of connects back here a little bit. Hey, I may have not finished that, but that's okay. We never look there, except for right now. And then the episode after that will be end busting because I have shulker boxes, but I desperately need more or want more. That's just the epic way is to get too much of something for no reason. The episode after that we will be bombing the Nether fortress that we have, saving the blaze spawner, I think, so we can make a blaze farm as well, because I absolutely love these end rod lighting. So I picked up a few while we were gathering these shulkers, and yeah, we got our elytra last episode, episode 10. But that's coming down the pipeline, and then so in the Nether, we're gonna make a Wither Skull farm because we desperately need a beacon, and once we have a beacon, I think we'll be right up there with the pros if we're not already. So what the Epic is kind of all about is just doing some really big projects that's insane, and this trading hall is probably gonna be the first Epic thing I make. We're not done with it. It's got an expansion, like I said. So that's gonna be really cool. There's a secret hiding place if yeah. There's basically just there's a basement to the place. That's all you need to know. There's a basement I've already dug out. That was yeah. And then we are going to be building a super awesome iron farm because we need at least a double chest of iron blocks. And I've seen Tango came out with an 8 spawner design that's an iron golem approximately every 2 seconds. You can go check out his video. It's really cool. By the way, Hermitcraft Season 7 just started. And so his is okay. It's probably overpowered for a server even, but that it's not lagging out the server. So basically, I'm just gonna build one till I have enough villager entities and zombie entities that the world starts getting slow, and we're gonna build it off far in the distance where we don't care if it's running in the background, or more importantly, where it won't be running in the background. And then we're also going to build a awesome slime farm that's about 12 slime chunks instead of the current one. I know one would be sufficient for this world, but it's just not epic. It's just not epic enough for us. So that's going to be coming down the pipeline, and then what we need all of the iron for, also coming down the pipeline, is the fastest furnace array possible to smelt one shulker box full of sand to a shulker box full of glass. That was so convenient. I didn't even know those were there. So I estimate it'll be around a minute 40, minute 50 tops. That's what I'm claiming. It's not going to be built for another month or so. I figure in these next 10 episodes, starting from today, we will get ready and professionally set up, and by then we'll be able to move on to our real base, which nobody knows the plans for yet. I kind of have something in my mind, but we're not there yet. So we're still at our starter base. In fact, how appropriate that in episode 2 we will be building our starter base here, because I've been living just kind of in the trading hall, and it's not cutting it. So I think this has to be where this episode ends, and I appreciate everybody for watching. Help me meet my goal of 1,000 subscribers by summer, please, please, please. And I'll see you later. This is also a thing we do.